He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Harris. Tobias Harris-Clark has played over a dozen years in the NBA, and he is still a solid third option.
He really is, and he only played 1 year in college, and yet has been steady and consistent. He might not be the most efficient scorer, but he still does a lot of good things when he's on the floor, and he does them at both ends of the floor.
Outside Hardaway. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Gafford. Dallas moving the ball around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Asar Thompson. Boy, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
A second chance effort. Duran wide open. Off the left rim and out.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Back to Gafford. Thompson comes with the double team. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send him double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Thompson.
Boy, outstanding hustle from Harris on the defensive end. They're doing a good job to alter shots with that activity.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Duran. He's guarded by Davis. Back to Cunningham. That one falls.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Here's Davis. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duran.
Pistons substitution. Number 5, Malik Beasley.
Pass to Davis. Now, Dinwiddie. Davis inside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Hardaway. Spins. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's Thompson. Still scoreless. Pass to Davis. Now, here's Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Davis missing. And it's Detroit's ball. Here's Beasley. Cunningham on the wing. Trains the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 5.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
And Jason Kidd has called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Pass to Marshall. Lets it fly. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Cunningham with it. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact. But, boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
Here's Williams. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Williams in the post. Pass to Marshall. On the wing, Thompson. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Harris with it. He's covered by Thompson. Hardaway for 3. And Lively pulls it down. The Mavericks leading. .109 left in the first quarter of the game. It's tipped. Stewart with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good on the triple. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. Pass to Lively. And again, Dallas turns it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Schroeder. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Williams. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Beasley. And the shot goes down.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Pass to Exum. Now Lively. 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there.
And he's good on the second. 15 seconds left to play in the first. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Thompson. From outside the arc. That one's not going to go. It doesn't go for him. It's a tie game in Dallas. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
The Pistons. 12.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Pass to Washington. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. And here is Gafford. 5 to shoot. Here's Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by Stewart. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and T.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. TJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. The shot by Thompson, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Gafford. It's tipped. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Now Dinwiddie. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Here's Holland, still without a basket. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Thompson. Pulls up. High post. Rebounded by Gafford. Now here's Dinwiddie. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Christie. Here's Gafford. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Pistons trailed by 3. Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Gafford.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson.
Second personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So for the Pistons, on defense, the Pistons have only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Clock at 6. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham up top. He has 5. And here's Harris from the arc. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Mavericks leading by 5. To Dinwiddie. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And when you take a look at Jalen Durham, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Out to the wing. Washington with it. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 5. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Now, here's Washington. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Marshall. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Marshall's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And here is Washington. Beyond the arc. Marshall can't hit. Harris looking it over. .121 left to play in the first half. Here's Cunningham. And Davis sends it back.
Got to be careful putting up a shot around Anthony Davis.
And here's Washington outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And, you know, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average at the free throw line.
It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And the Pistons making a change here. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Thompson outside. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Up top, Lively. Pass to Davis. Now Detroit moving it up. And Duran slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Davis sets a screen. And Williams, here we go. Now Thompson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lively's shot is off. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. The Pistons shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
Good on both. Beasley with the steal. And that'll do it for the first. half, a competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pistons trailed by 3. And here's Cunningham. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Gafford, high post. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris. The Mavericks have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. No good on the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Pistons making a change here. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Detroit shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Davis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Pistons trailing. Schroeder outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
And the rejection by Gafford. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Cunningham gets the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Inside. Here's Gafford. Lays it up off the glass. Gafford's got 5 now.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Cunningham outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. That free throw missing.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Mavericks leading by 3. Now, Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. And they double up Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
I don't know what you do about that. Davis just powering it down.
Pass to Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. Tries from 16. Duren. Rebound by Marshall. And so Marshall will bring it up for Dallas. Leading by 5. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
Pass to Duren. Now here's Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gafford with the ball. Back to Thompson. Davis down low. A shot. Here's Gafford. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Harris has got 7 points.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Marshall. Launches a 3. Duren pulls it in. Pistons trailed by 6. Hardaway with it. Defended by Dinwiddie.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Detroit making a switch. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Williams. No scoring in this one. Out left to the wing. Marshall with it. Takes a 3. Dallas again missing. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Schroeder. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, I really appreciate Dennis Schroeder's willingness to sacrifice his body to make plays.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
To the inside. Lively. And finished off by Lively.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Top of the key, Harris. Pass to Hardaway. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Mavericks leading by 3. .139 left in the third quarter. Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Detroit, no good that time either. And here is Marshall. He has 7. And 101 left in the third. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Cunningham left side. That's tipped. And they get it back. Reed hits the three-point bomb. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Dallas moving it around. Exum's shot is off. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Cunningham looking it over. Looking to end his cold spell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Christie. He has 5. And here's Washington outside. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Mavericks on top, up 3. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here are the Mavericks now. It's a 3-point game. Dinwiddie outside. To the paint. Here's Davis. Holland with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Pass to Davis. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
It's Beasley on the wing. Down low. And the dunk by Stewart.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Dinwiddie right side. Shoots over Schroeder. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Pistons trailed by 3. Pass to Holland. And here's Stewart. Oh, and there he puts it down! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra. Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Pass to Fontecchio. And it's Beasley in the corner. Fontecchio. Dinwiddie covering. Now the Mavericks moving it up. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Dinwiddie outside. Right side Davis. Over Harris. Shot clock at 6. Thompson is double. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Drills the three-pointer. And now an 8-point Maverick lead. Now Schroeder has to Cunningham. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's Davis with the ball for the Mavericks. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Washington. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pistons trailed by 8. Here's Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. Fires the 3. Gets a hand on it. And Duren is right there.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And here's Washington outside. And now the Pistons fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a big-time bucket from Harris. I mean, so cool, confident, and composed in these big moments. He's made for them.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Cunningham outside. Cunningham on the wing. And they recover it. Harris inside the line. And there's another one for the Pistons. The Mavericks leading. Dinwiddie with it. And it's Davis at the elbow. And here's Washington outside. Duren pulls it in.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Detroit making a switch here. Left side, Davis. Back to Washington. Dallas no good that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And it goes down 2 points.
Outstanding execution that time. Hardaway Jr. loves being the guy they go to in these situations.
Here's Dinwiddie. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Pistons leading. Hardaway from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter.
You can tell Hardaway Jr. loves this area of the floor. Getting it done from the corner.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Washington, that's good.
No matter the situation, Washington up for the challenge.
Now, here's Cunningham. Thompson in the corner. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. .55 left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Duren. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Davis. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
No question about it. The touch is with Anthony Davis.
Cunningham outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. And the 3 off target. Thompson outside. Inside. Dinwiddie. Yes!
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
I think you attack the rim here, get the ball close to the goal, and that way, even if you miss, you might have a chance for the putback.
Cunningham for three. He made it. He got it.
Big time.
Wow.
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
Phenomenal finish. A three at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kelly.
Who eating less DoorDash? Forecast. Forecast.
You want to shout any?
Forecast. Forecast. Used to play drink.
Without, like maybe a group that you run with? Anybody?
I'll shout out. Can I shout out like?
We work to work, you late to work, I holla and they send it. You know my pride was colder than Chicago in December. Came up in Echo with her mama was her daddy. And when I'm in the Midwest, she say holla at your family. My dog paid me that, taste like candy. My dog out laying them low, ain't breaking none laws out. Southside still in the car, still not the car. No, start hold up, I got a call. Said that I'm a cool cat. Dad tell him I'm a top dog. Wanna let the outside, but you doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in the headlight. Big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't teach him how to pump fake. Big shot. I ain't tripping, I don't wanna lose count. Talking my, it was just us. Up drive, hop in my ride, pat me that. On the west side, on the 110, swinging. Let's grill, let's spill, spin a few crumbs. Pop smoke, young, no, too much. Spaceship, fake boat, Kanye, young, don't stay too long. Big truck, big wheel, big bop, them probably hate my guts. Tryna gain my trust, but it's all out lust.
We've got the Lakers. taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to James. 5 on the clock. Out to Hachimura. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Lets the three fly. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And here's Reeves. Doncic outside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Outside Edwards. Rebound by the Lakers. About a minute played here so far in the first. Going all the way to the rack. Randall outside. Back to Edwards. Pass to Randall. Fires the three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Now Reeves. James up top. And here's Hayes. Defended by Gobert. Now Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Hachimura from long range. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Over Hayes. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. Looking for their first basket of the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Now here's Edwards. Got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the free throw, no good. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Oh, a terrific swat.
Sending it right back. LeBron fears no one.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And with the defender not really committing to him, he fires away.
Pass to Gobert. Right side Conley. For three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Doncic. Shoots. And he can't get that one.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now.
Pass to Doncic. It's James on the wing. Back to Doncic. James outside. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. And it's Doncic missing. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Conley. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
Free throw good, Edwards. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments. Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Randall. Edwards with it. From deep. Counted from distance. Edwards got 7.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Here's Doncic. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Randall on the screen. Edwards for 3. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
James outside. There's a screen. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Connect. Back to Hayes. Here's Connect. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Fires from 14. Counted.
Well, Connect has a scorer's mindset. Wherever he finds room, he will take a shot.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Good on the shot. He's got 12.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
And so it's Minnesota up by. And for those of you just tuning in, Second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Inside. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Here's Reeves. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Outside Reed. Knocks it loose. Vanderbilt with it. Picked up by Reed. And here's Connect outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to Randall. Now here's DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
The three. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Vincent. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Reeves. Out to Hachimura. From outside, off the mark. Here is DiVincenzo. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Back to Alexander Walker. And here's Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Left side, Alexander Walker. Puts it up from 17. The shot misses. And the Lakers have possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Lakers trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Vincent. Good D by Clark. Here's Minnesota. Nothing on offense from them yet in this second quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Kicks it out to Clark. Reed in the post. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Reed. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reed is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
And the Lakers making a change here. Pass to Reeves. To the paint. Here's Coloco. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Right side, Reed. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Reeves. And stolen by Clark. Reed. Some solid defense from James.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
DiVincenzo on the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Lakers trail by 6. Pass to Doncic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Outside, DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Reed. Rebound by the Lakers. Outside Reeves. Here's Coloco. Reeves with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. Back to Reeves. Pass to Doncic. There's the 3. Doncic delivers from range.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot.
Here's Mina. Back to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Puts up a 3. Offensive board. Now Los Angeles with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Here's James. And that misses. That would have put him up. Minnesota in the lead. Left side, Alexander Walker. There's 1:26 left in the second. Reed sets a screen. Another shot. James with a steal. Pass to Coloco. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Knocked away. James with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. 56 seconds left in the second period. The Lakers with another miss. So it's Minnesota now. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. To stop the drought. And they double up Edwards. The 3, Randall drops in the 3. Randall's got 6 points.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Coloco. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Conley. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota up 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Minnesota leading by 3. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. Pushing it up now. And the basket by Hachimura. Hachimura's gotten his second bucket.
For someone with his scoring numbers, it's remarkable James still makes time to set others up.
Edwards, no good. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
And it's Doncic missing. And here's Minnesota now. Outside Edwards. From the arc. LeBron with the rebound. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. From deep, Reeves knocks down the triple. Reeves has got 6 points.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Conley with the ball. He's scoreless. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Hayes. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Right side Conley. Pass to Gobert. Jacks up a three. Doncic grabs the miss. So it's the Lakers now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Oh, deflected. Randall with a steal. Here's Conley. Rejected by James. Hachimura outside. Off target from outside.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Edwards outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. 15 points in the game.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Pass to Randall. Back to Daniels. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Down low. The kick out to Conley. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Timeout. Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. I love it.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. 4-point game. Pass to Doncic. James deciding where to go with it. Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Edwards is doubled. Just 5 to shoot. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Now, here is James. Doncic outside. Shot to stop the run. In the paint, Luka.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Now Conley. Pass to Gobert. Outside, Ingles. From deep, Conley. Doncic grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Koloko. Guarded by Edwards. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor.
Gobert on the high post. Outside, Ingles. From deep, Conley. And it's Koloko with a rebound. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Los Angeles shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
So it's Los Angeles now. They lead by 1. Here's Finney Smith. Good D by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Ingles from outside. The Lakers with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
From deep, Reeves. The rebound by Ingles.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
It's Edwards on the wing. 17 points in the game. Pass to Ingles. Now Conley. To stop the drought. Drills it from deep. Conley's got 6 in the quarter. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Finney Smith with it. From deep, here's Doncic. From way back there, Luka.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Lakers ahead. They're up by 1. And when we return, we'll... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Lakers in the lead. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
From deep three-point range. Rebound, Minnesota.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
from deep. Here's Doncic. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. McDaniels from long range. Knocks down the long K. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Takes a three, and no good. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth. Now here's Reed. LeBron with the rebound. Here's Doncic. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
DiVincenzo on the wing. Pass to McDaniels. To the wing, right side. And here's Edwards. To the left side wing. The three, DiVincenzo. And the three-pointer goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to James. Now here's Doncic. Reed defending. Spins. Lets it fly. That one's wide left.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Reed sets a screen. Out to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Back to Daniels. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Lakers trail by 3. Back to James. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Here is DiVincenzo. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Reed. Here's Edwards. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Reed sets a screen. Here's Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Up top, Reed. To the inside. McDaniels. And he banks in the layup. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
James outside. Back to Reeves. Doncic left side. Lets it go from deep. The Lakers with another miss.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Reed can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. Out left to the wing. Doncic outside. DiVincenzo with the steal. Reed with it. Now Doncic defending. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pure from three-point range. And now a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Hachimura outside. Pass to Doncic. And stolen by Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards with it. Guarded by Doncic. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's James. Superb transition play from LeBron.
Oh, easy to see why LeBron has the ball in these moments. He's dependable at coming through for his team.
Randall with the drive. And it's Randall with the jam.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Outside Reeves. Takes the three. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Edwards. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. To the middle. Randall with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Reed. Count it!
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Doncic, no good.
I know.
Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The baseline J is on the way. It's not going to go for him. James with the ball. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final second.